It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right. So shouts out to everybody that's in the room early. Got my man Keith Weston in the building. What up with it, bro? Shouts out to everybody that comes in. Make sure you guys smash that like button when you come in. Also help your boy out by sharing the video out. And also make sure that you guys subscribe to the backup channels. I got my man Torian Rain in the building. What up with it, bro? Got Volvo to Love up in here and got DJ Elmo in the house. What's good with y'all? So what we got today are two articles. We got one from the one from New York Post and the other one from NBC. And what they're talking about is the Secret Service deleted text messages from January 6th, government watchdog. All right. So now I haven't been really paying attention to the whole January 6th thing, kind of like off and on. I'm not too sure what this is about as far as the Secret Service deleting text messages. I'm kind of interested to see what it is. And this is not really an old story, but it's something that I'm sure a bunch of people have already talked about. I'm not sure if they deleted these text messages on behalf of Trump or if they deleted these text messages somehow to try to incriminate Trump. I actually do not know what is going on with this situation. So as I'm reading this article, I'm going to be thinking out loud and, just asking you guys stuff because I'm not really aware of this particular aspect of January 6th. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man DJ Elmo in the building. What up with it, bro? So now here it says Secret Service deleted text messages from January 6th, government watchdog. All right. Secret Service agents deleted text messages exchanged around the time of the 2021 Capitol riot, according to a government watchdog that sought the communications as part of its investigation into the January 6th insurrection. So apparently the Secret Service agents that were working with Trump during his presidency, those are the people who deleted the text messages. So I'm guessing they're assuming that there may be some incriminating evidence on there. I don't know. I'm sure they should be able to get those text messages back, though, because if text messages have been sent, I mean, you should be able to subpoena them from the phone provider, right? Like that, it's not something where you don't have the ability to get them unless there's some kind of encryption that they use on government devices. You know what I'm saying? We got Val Williams in the building and we got Carla Lockhart up in here. What up with y'all? So now here it says the Department of Homeland Security Office of Inspector General said messages sent between January 5th and January 6th were deleted as part of a device replacement program. All right. So now I don't know what that entails. And they have an article with a letter here from Associated Press. So if we got time, we may check that out and go through it because I'd be interested to see that because that's a hell of a coincidence if that is the case. Like that would be a hell of a coincidence if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says the messages were erased after the OIG requested electronic communications between the agents during its probe into the Capitol siege. Oh, so now again, yeah, this is why this is kind of suspect because of the timing. The messages were erased after the OIG requested electronic communications between the agents during its probe into the Capitol siege. So I could see how that could be kind of suspect. People want to know what's going on behind that. If right after a request, then the text messages were deleted, you know what I'm saying? That time frame is kind of shady, you know what I'm saying? So now here it says Homeland Security personnel were also told that they couldn't provide records to the Inspector General, and any records would have to first be reviewed by Department of Homeland Security attorneys. This review led to a weeks-long delay in OIG obtaining records and created confusion over whether all records had been produced, states the letter, which was shared with the leaders of the House and Senate Homeland Security committees. Now, I got a question for you guys. Do you all believe that there was something incriminating in those text messages? Do you guys believe that there's any smoking gun evidence that might be used to get the objectives done of this January 6th hearing that they might be looking for? I don't know really what to say about this. I think there could be something interesting in here, but I would also assume that if they were doing something shady, I would assume and I would hope if they were trying to be shady that they're at least smart enough to not use government equipment to do their shade on. But you know, it's not outside of the realms of possibility. We've seen people do dumber stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that's a wild assumption to make. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says this review led to a weeks long delay. We already read that. The Secret Service in response denied any bad intent with erasure of the messages. All right, so that's to be expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm assuming, of course, they're gonna deny, you know, that they had any ill intent. Nobody's gonna come out and say, "Well, yeah, we didn't want y'all to know what we were talking about." Like, of course, they're gonna deny it. You know what I'm saying? The insinuation that the Secret Service maliciously deleted text messages following a request is false. In fact, the Secret Service has been fully cooperating with the OIG in every aspect, whether it be interviews, documents, emails, or text, the federal agency said in a statement. The Secret Service claimed that it launched a pre-planned 3-month program to replace staff phones to improve communications and security across the agency beginning in January of 2021. Now, here's my question, right? Because I think that this is interesting, but this would be my question. My question for this would be, did they conspire and plan this equipment swap around the time that they knew that if there was, a change in president, to have this happen around that time so that any communication that could happen might get deleted and they could just say, well, there was an equipment swap that caused the issue. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Carlton Way. That would be my question. Like, say, for instance, they knew that this would happen around January 6th. And so they planned it maybe like in September and said, what we're going to do is we're going to order new phones and have them come like around January. And when we swap the equipment out, we're going to delete everything. So then they can already have a preemptive excuse. That would be my question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would ask about that. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says in that process, data resident on some phones was lost, the agency said, which I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they, to me, like, I don't know. They've have had to have swapped out phones before. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the question would be, what is the usual thing that happens when equipment is swapped out? Are the records always lost? How often do they swap the equipment out? Did they need to swap the equipment out this time, or was it a special request? Like, what went on with that? See, to me, there's a lot of questions that you can ask before you even get to the information that's inside of the phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, was the equipment that they had up to date? What was the reason for upgrading the equipment? So, do my lines of question make sense? If you guys think the questions that I'm asking make sense, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't think that they make any sense, give me a thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, in that process, the data resident on some phones was lost, the agency said. The OIG did not request communications data until February 26th, according to the Secret Service. All right. So now here it says the Secret Service notified DHS OIG of the loss of certain information from the phone's data, but confirmed to the OIG that none of the text it was seeking had been lost in migration. The Secret Service also claimed DHS OIG's allegation regarding DHS cooperation with its investigation is neither correct or new. To the contrary, DHS OIG has previously alleged that its employees were not granted appropriate and timely access to materials due to attorney review. DHS has repeatedly and publicly debunked this allegation, including in response to OIG's last semi-annual reports to Congress. It is unclear why OIG is raising this issue again. All right. So again, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, two sources familiar with the documents request told the Washington Post that as many as a third of the agency's personnel had received replacement cell phones by the time of the request, the sources said. So, two sources familiar with the documents request told the Washington Post that as many as a third of the agency's personnel have received replacement cell phones by the time of the request. Now, all this is saying right here is that they received replacement cell phones. My question is, are the texts stored on a server somewhere? Shouts out to my man Q Hefner. What's up with it, bro? Shouts out to Catsy too. What's up with it? So, in most cases, when there's text messaging, aren't the text messages not only stored on the phone, but they're also stored on a server somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to JB Easy. My man says, yeah, and I've been at a night prayer meeting last night. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, if the old text messages sent on January 5th and 6th were not backed up, then the information is lost, the paper reported. The phone replacement program does not appear to have affected emails. The erasure, which was first reported by The Intercept, opens up a new potential channel of questioning from the House Select Committee investigating the Capitol riots, especially in light of former Trump White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson's bombshell testimony last month before the panel about the then president's actions on January 6th of 2021. All right, so now I saw a bunch of thumbnails and I saw a bunch of videos that had that Cassidy Hudson woman's face on it, but I don't know exactly what was going on with that. I don't know the significance of her testimony. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is that she talked about or what it is that she was saying or any of that stuff. So I'm not too sure about what was going on. And I'm curious as to if they decided to start looking into these cell phone records as a result of something that she said. I'm going to have to backtrack and take a look at what it is that she was saying. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not smashed that like button, please help your boy out and smash that like button. All right. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a moment. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon twice, all right? And also remember, all you got to do is just watch the video all the way through to the end, and it will take you to the next scheduled live stream. You can take care of your likes, and you can take care of hitting the bell. Just that easy. You know what I'm saying? So we got 13 live viewers. Shouts out to everybody. We got 10 likes. If everybody smashes that like button, we'll have 23 likes, which would definitely help, all right? So now here it says Hutchinson, who worked for Trump's final chief of staff, Mark Meadows, claimed in her dramatic testimony that Trump attempted to overpower his Secret Service detail and commander, the presidential SUV, in a bid to join the throng of his supporters seeking to overturn the election results. So that's interesting. I wonder if she only gave a testimony or if she presented any kind of evidence to that claim, because that's a strong claim. And to me, if she says it and doesn't have any evidence to produce that would support that, it might be, a moot point. You know what I'm saying? So have you guys heard anything about that testimony, that Cassie Hutchinson testimony? That is one part of this whole January 6th thing that I did actually miss. You know what I'm saying? So what we got next is an article from NBC News, all right? And there's a 3-minute video on it. All right, so we're going to take a look at this video and see exactly what they're talking about here. Let me just get this bad boy queued up real quick. All right, here we go. So give me 1 second. Let's see what they're talking about.
Is accusing the Secret Service of deleting text messages around the time of the January 6th Capitol attack. The internal watchdog sent a letter to congressional committees saying that many U.S. Secret Service text messages from January 5th and 6, 2021 were erased as part of a device replacement program. Now, the Inspector General also says the Secret Service deleted those text messages after his office requested the records. The Secret Service has denied the allegations, saying in part, quote, the insinuation that the Secret Service maliciously deleted text messages following a request is false. NBC Sahil Kapoor joins us now live from Capitol Hill. Sahil, this is a lot of back and forth, a lot of denial happening here, a lot of accusations, and it's, of course, raising a lot of questions there in Washington. So what exactly is going on, and what is the Secret Service saying about what did happen?
That's right, Morgan. It is raising a lot of questions, and the main reason it's raising questions is the sequence of events. As you just pointed out here, the Inspector General made abundantly clear in the letter that these messages were erased after his office inquired about the Secret Service to get information, to get messages and communications from January 5th and January 6th of 2021 as part of their investigation. Now, the Secret Service categorically denies that this was some sort of malicious deleting of text messages in response to legitimate oversight. Let's put their statement up on the screen. They say this was planned. They say that they had intended to do this all along, that in January 2021, before any inspection was opened by the Office of the Inspector General on the subject, the Secret Service began to reset its mobile phones to factory settings as part of a pre-planned 3-month system.
So here's my question, right? Now, what a lot of times when it comes to government, you know what I'm saying? Like they have things like the Secret Service to protect the president. They have things like the Secret Service to safeguard certain aspects of the government, right? But the Secret Service are actually indeed one of the people that will be the closest to the president. So in my opinion, if there was ever any kind of espionage, or if there was ever any kind of terrorism, or if there was ever any kind of attack on the president's life, in my opinion, in most cases, it would probably come from within, and it would probably come from the person who was able to infiltrate and be the closest to the president. So in my opinion, it would be imperative that they would keep all in and outgoing communications that the Secret Service may make. So again, when it comes to this, I don't understand why there would be no backup system. I mean, like, my thing is, imagine all of the governments that have an issue with the United States, the Chinese government, the Iranian government, the Russian government. Because of all of this public information and all of these things going on with the January 6th situation, they now know that the people closest to the president don't really have a system where they keep track of the communication. So anything could be said back and forth. My question for everybody that's listening right now is, do you all feel that the way that these messages are handled could be somewhat of a national security risk? If you guys think that this could be a national security risk because you kind of need all of the communications going back and forth to anybody that is supposed to be guarding the president, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Because what if there was somebody from some outside agency like the KGB that was communicating with an inside person like a Secret Service agent? If the president happened to be harmed, if this was a different situation and they did this information swap, there would be no evidence. There would be no evidence. So, like, look at this process, right? Look at the problems that this is causing when it comes to dealing with January 6th. Man, think beyond January 6th. Imagine this as a national security. So my question is, why would they not back these up? Cassie says, I don't believe that it isn't backed up somewhere. I mean, to me, that's it's insane for it to not be backed up somewhere. Why wouldn't it be? What phone company do these people use? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they should just be able to use the company, get the company's records. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, this is very odd to me. You know what I'm saying?
System migration. In that process, data resident on some phones was lost, unquote. In other words, they say there was no intent to try to avoid accountability. But of course, given the importance of the communications within the Secret Service on those 2 days, and the fact that the Office of the Inspector General now does not have that information, a lot of people are wondering, why not?
Why not, indeed? But Sahil, look, a source familiar with the matter confirmed to NBC News that the Inspector General's letter was also given to the January 6th committee. So then how could that play into their investigation?
Well, it's important to their investigation because the next hearing is expected to reconstruct the kind of tick-tock of January 6th on the day of the attack, the 187 minutes from when the attack began to when then President Trump made a statement asking the rioters to go home. They want that information in terms of what the Secret Service was thinking because they were with the president.
Now, I got a question for everybody, and I just want everybody's honest answer. Do you guys think that anything significant is going to come from all of this? That's my question. Do you guys think that there's going to be any significant consequences, any significant prosecution? Is anything of any significance going to develop from all of this hoopla that we have going on as far as this investigation of January 6th and all of this nonsense? In my opinion, I think this is nothing but theatrics. Also, in my opinion, I think that this is nothing more than trying to deflect from all of the failures that the Democrats have done. This is a deflection away from $5 a gallon gas prices. Like, Trump is already talking about running for president again in 2024. That to me does not sound like somebody that's threatened by this. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? If you guys agree with that, drop some radiation emojis. If you guys don't agree with that, give me a bunch of thumbs down. Let me know.
They were trying to protect him at the time. And there was also some damning testimony from former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson about an alleged altercation between former President Trump at the time and the Secret Service when he insisted that they take him down to the Capitol after that rally on the Ellipse, that so-called Stop the Steal rally. And of course, that did not happen. They apparently denied his request on safety grounds. And there are, of course, White House officials who, according to Hutchinson, said that would be a bad idea. So
I got a question. Do y'all think this dude got monkeypox? Y'all see them spots on his face? Y'all think this motherfucker right here got monkeypox? If y'all think he got monkeypox, put some flags in the comment section. If y'all don't think he got monkeypox, put a laughing emoji in the comment section. I'm just curious, because, you know, we've been talking about monkeypox on Black Light Revelations C19 report. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure y'all paying attention and y'all know the symptoms and people who may get it.
Now, suddenly, the January 6th committee has a missing piece of its investigation with information that they no longer have access to.
I'll tell you, Sahil, never a dull moment for you there on Capitol Hill, not even on a Friday.
All right, so now here, let's see if this NBC article has any additional information that we might be able to use to pick some bones. It says Homeland Security Inspector General Joseph Kufari said that he was informed that many of the messages from January 5th and January 6th had been erased as part of a device replacement program. Now, again, my question is, why can't we just go back in the past and look at all previous device replacement programs and see if that's the protocol that was followed? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man KO Kid Fit. What's up with it, bro? Why can't we do that? Wouldn't that make sense? The Secret Service erased text messages from both January 6th and the day before the attack on the Capitol after the Department of Homeland Security's internal watchdog requested records of electronic communications tied to the insurrection, according to a letter sent to congressional committees that was obtained by NBC News. The details about the erased messages were revealed in a letter to two congressional committees on Wednesday, in which Homeland Security Inspector General Joseph Kufari said he was informed that many of the messages from January 5th to January 6th had been erased as part of a device replacement program. So my question is, the first thing that they should be answering, the first question that they should ask is, what happens in all of the other equipment replacement programs? And also, why was this particular time period chosen as a time period to replace the phones? That's what I want to know. DJ Elmo says he doesn't think that anything is going to happen. I don't think anything is going to happen either. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anything is going to happen. I think the next thing that's going to happen is, you know what I'm saying, Trump is going to be doing campaign commercials and tours. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says The Intercept first reported on the contents of the letters. A spokesperson for the House Homeland Security Committee confirmed the letter, which was also given to the January 6th committee. A source familiar with the matter confirmed. Kufari's letter was also addressed to the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. The USSS erased those text messages after OIG requested evaluation of the records of electronic communications from the USSS as part of our evaluation of events at the Capitol on January 6th, Kufari said in his letter. Now, here's my question. When this first happened and they knew that they were going to have some kind of hearings about January 6th, why did they not put a freeze on any kind of communication device and say these devices, as well as all data on them, are subpoenaed to court for our assessment in this investigation. Why did they not do that? Why did they not compensate all of the phones and put locks on any of the controls that could have been used to delete any relevant information? Why didn't that happen? In my opinion, if they planned on prosecuting this, if this was actually real, if they actually were going to do something, they would have installed those safeguards initially to prevent an issue like this. It's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And what I find fascinating is pay very close attention to the media. The media keeps saying they deleted these texts on these days. They deleted these texts on these days. I want to know when the scheduled swap out for the phone was made, and also what president's administration is responsible for that ongoing program, and also how often that swap takes place. My man JB Easy says either because they're stupid or because they're in on it. And I gotta agree. Matter of fact, I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? And I said the same thing, KO Kid Fit. Can't they still go back and look in the database for the messages? You would think. Q Hefner says they're hiding something. I think they could be. Carla says they may have deleted info, not before they gathered all the info that they needed. Facts. Val says, I always thought the government kept all of the Secret Service and other secret information about the White House or the president. I thought it would eventually end up in the National Archives. Facts. So now here's my question. What I find fascinating when it comes to the Patriot Act, the National Security Administration, they keep tighter records on the civilians than what they keep on the people who are supposed to keep the president safe. It's easier to ditch that kind of information. And to me, that's highly problematic. Not the best way to go about doing business, in my opinion. Not the best way to go about doing business. I mean, seriously. So you guys, does this seem too smart? This doesn't seem too smart. This does not seem like the best strategy that could have been taken. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shouts out to all 22 people that are watching. You guys are awesome. If everybody smashes that like button, we'll have 35 likes. Remember, guys, we got a goal of getting to that 100 like per video mark, and we are very close to doing that. So shouts out to everybody that's watching. Keep up the good work. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. If you guys are enjoying the content, help your boy out and smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says he added that DHS personnel had repeatedly told inspectors that they were not permitted to provide records directly to the watchdog and that the records first needed to be reviewed by the agency's attorneys. All right. This review led to weeks-long delays in OIG obtaining records and created confusion over whether all the records had been produced, he said. All right. So now here it says the Secret Service spokesperson, Anthony Guglielmi, insisted in a statement that the agency has fully cooperated with the Inspector General's review and that the text messages were lost before they were requested. All right. So now it seems like we have allegations and we have an alleged explanation of what's happening. And Hugh Hefner's got a great point. They are called the Secret Service, not the snitching service. That's a great point. That's a great point. If you guys agree with Q Hefner, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree with Q Hefner, give me a thumbs down and let me know why. And also, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if anybody has checked out the Crimecast channel, but please take a moment and go over there and subscribe to the Crimecast channel and check out some of those videos on that page. I actually planned on putting some more videos up today because, you know, when it comes to the particular kind of crime that we talk about over there, there's plenty of content. So I just want to kind of deviate real quick and just ask how many people are subscribed to that channel. If you're subscribed to the Crimecast channel, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you haven't checked out any of the comments or any of the content over there, that's cool. Let me know. Give me a thumbs down. Now, if you have checked out the Crimecast channel, I want to know, what do you guys think about those videos so far? And also, have you heard about any of those stories on the news? And if you haven't heard about any of those stories on the news, my question is, why not? Because those are some pretty serious crimes. That is some pretty serious stuff going on. So why haven't we heard anything about it? That's the question. So now my format for Crimecast is those videos, I do live stream them. However, they're very short videos. You know what I'm saying? They're usually between 3 minutes and 12 minutes long. But I do live stream them though. You know what I'm saying? So, there can be people in the live chat, and then you can also watch the video on the replay and leave some comments. But I'll tell you, there is no shortage of disturbing content. No shortage of disturbing content. So if you're not subscribed to Crimecast, take a quick moment, click that link that I just put into the comment section, go over there, hit that bell icon twice, watch those videos because there's some short videos up. Got some more coming on the way that will probably make you nauseated. See, you see what Val's saying? Those things are disgusting. I hate people that hurt children. Wait till you guys see what goes up next. And ladies and gentlemen, real quick, can you guys drop some radiation emojis? Shouts out to Yoshi Mori 200 for the $4.99 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. You guys all know what the deal is. When it comes to the super chats, when it comes to the memberships, that will help Blacklight Revelations keep the lights on another day to keep giving you guys the content that y'all love. You know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate it. Y'all show Yoshi Mori some love. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says the insinuation that the Secret Service maliciously deleted text messages following a request is false, Guglielmi said. In fact, the Secret Service has been fully cooperating with the OIG in every respect, whether it is interviews, documents, emails, or texts. According to Guglielmi, the text service began a pre-planned 3-month system migration in January of 2021 that included resetting its mobile phones to factory settings, resulting in the loss of data for some phones. The system migration was well underway by the time the Inspector General first requested electronic communications on February 26th of 2021. Now, here's my question. Has anybody in here ever migrated their phone from one provider to another? Or has anybody in here ever migrated their phone from one device to another? That's a good question, Aten. I wish I knew the answer because same here. I've been doing videos about, I got a whole playlist on my other channel, Blacklight Revelations 1, about Hunter Biden and about Joe Biden, and people like TD Hip Hop Media and a lot of people in the new black media been talking about these people for a very long time. And I've been hip to it. I've never been a person that has ever dealt with the Democrats. Like, I didn't like the Democrats before it was actually cool and an in thing to not like the Democrats. I was one of those people that was called all kinds of names for not liking the Democrats. At the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you wasn't real if you wasn't supporting the Democrats. I didn't care about Bill Clinton and his weed smoking excursions. I didn't care about Bill Clinton and his stupid ass saxophone. You know what I'm saying? It really irked me that black people went around and called Bill Clinton the first black president. That got under my skin. And because I didn't accept that, I went through a lot of difficulties. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like none of that. I never liked Hillary neither. I didn't like Jesse Jackson. A lot of people, man, I had issues with people because of that. I didn't like what's that other guy's name? John Dukakis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never liked Democrats ever. You know what I'm saying? I warned people about all that stuff, and I'm glad nowadays now people are starting to see. People are starting to wake up to the realities. You know what I'm saying? It's really it's sometimes it's frustrating because it's just like, man, like, where was everybody's brains at. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hopeful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hopeful, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Shatera said he lying. He loved Jesse. Messy Jesse. You know what I'm saying? Messy Jesse. Man, that's back in the day. People was watching Phil Donahue and watching Geraldo. And I'm like, man, what is y'all doing, man? Like, wake up. Watching Jerry Springer. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Ricky Lake. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these daytime talk shows. People will wake up one of these days, man. They'll see it. They'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I don't agree with every single thing that Dr. Khalid Muhammad said, but Dr. Khalid Muhammad was a very intelligent scholar and he had a lot of great points. And I think people should listen to more things that he said and discern what they find useful. You know what I'm saying? In their pursuit of empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Khalid Muhammad was very well articulated and not afraid to speak his mind, whether it was something that the population at large didn't like or whether it was something that we wouldn't like. And you have to respect that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that people have an issue with pedestalizing leaders. And what we need to understand is that none of these leaders are just, messiahs sent from God. They're people, and all people have imperfections. So to expect anybody who people, find themselves getting tutelage from is kind of far-fetched. I think we should understand that people come with flaws. And the most important thing that people can do is learn from the message as well as learn from the flaws. You know what I'm saying? So Khalid Muhammad, as far as I'm concerned, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was solid. He didn't back down. And there's a lot of things that people could take away from the things that he said in his teachings. You know what I'm saying? I feel that way about most black people that have functioning brains. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come across a black person that's an intelligent black person that has a functioning brain, there's a lot that you could learn from them, regardless if it's somebody that's a scholar or regardless of, if it was somebody that's got street smarts or common sense. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta agree with Keith Weston. True leadership starts with yourself. I feel that everybody should practice the internal locus of control. You know what I'm saying? How many people know what an internal locus of control is? If you guys know what an internal locus of control is, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you're not too sure, you know what I'm saying? If you're kind of uncertain what an internal locus of control is, give me a thumbs down in the comment section. Okay. So now here it goes on to say, Googleimi went on to say that the agency had notified the Inspector General's office of the data loss on some phones and confirmed that none of the text it was seeking had been lost in the migration. Okay. So, like, again, like, this is kind of creating some cloudiness here. Dawn says, I'm sure the texts were innocent like Hillary's yoga emails. Well, I didn't hear about Hillary's yoga emails. What was there anything juicy in there? So now here it says the spokesperson for the DHS Inspector General declined to discuss our ongoing reviews or our communications with Congress. The Secret Service, whose director announced last week that he was stepping down after having served in the role since May of 2019, is part of the Homeland Security Department. The erased text messages are likely to put a new focus on the Secret Service actions surrounding the January 6th riot. Do you guys think that? I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I'm curious as to what the Secret Service is being accused of. Has anybody heard that? What are they being accused of? Like, quote, assisting Trump with what exactly? What is the Secret Service being accused of? You guys know? Hillary yoga and Juicy should never be in the same sentence. You know, the only problem with Hillary's yoga shit is that she stretches her face instead of her arms and legs. You're not supposed to do that. You know, usually like the yoga that I've seen, people put their arms in funny positions, and you know, there's women that can put their heels behind each ear. You know what I'm saying? But Hillary, for some reason, she tends to stretch her face instead of stretching her body. I don't know where she learned that from, but I don't know. I think she might have had the book upside down when she was practicing poses or something. Like most of that shit is some, you know, they named the positions after animals. Like this is like arched crane or some shit, right? Her shit is stretched face. You know what I'm saying? Like her yoga always end results in her face either looking like, you know, it either looks like she had a stroke, or it looks like she's paused halfway through an orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Both of which are not something that, you know, I'd like to have a visual image of. You know what I'm saying? Hillary doesn't look like she does yoga. She looks like she does her yoga on her face. Instead of putting on yoga pants, she stretches a stocking cap over her head like she's about to go rob a bank, but instead she starts moving her jaws all over the place. You ever seen those photos of that dude that can lift his bottom lip up over his mouth? You know, that's what Hillary Clinton does. And then she does yoga with her eyes too. Have you ever seen that shit? Now they all, you know, black people always go in on other black people for eyeball bucking. But man, now they used to say that Bill Clinton was the black president. I don't know, man. I don't know. I never seen Bill Clinton eyeball buck, but man, I could pull you up some photos of Hillary Clinton eyeball bucking. I mean, she's got that shit down packed. Like, damn, you must like butter biscuits with mayonnaise or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen any white person eyeball buck like Hillary Clinton? Like, we about to take a quick briefing. You know what I'm saying? We about to take a quick break. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do Black Authority be like, the commercial, non-commercial break? Look at this. Hold on real quick. I mean, I don't know what be going on here. Look at this. I mean, look at all these faces. Look at this shit. Look at this one right here. I mean, were you trying to make that face? She said, "Yes, massa." The fuck you doing saying yes, massa? Taking every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Look at that shit right there. That's how she look at you if you got in trouble. That's how she was looking at Bill when he came from up under that table with Monica Lewinsky. You know what I'm saying? She looked like a cartoon should have a damn bird flying around her head, like somebody just hit her upside the head with a damn bowling ball or something. You know what I'm saying? Roland Martin just balled up into a ball and, you know, 8-ball corner pocketed off her forehead. Look at right there. Look at right there. Look at that. Look at that. What's with her eyes? Psychosis. That shit. Look at it. Hey. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, she like, thanks for the ride, lady. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, God. She looked like one of them motherfuckers that was getting embalming fluid injections instead of Botox. That was before the eras of the Botox. Her eyes damn near falling out her head. Look at it. Look at that. And, oh, somebody looked like they tried to defibrillate her and wake her up. You know what I'm saying? What's that disease that makes your eyes bulge? I think it's called Graves' disease, hyperthyroidism. I think that shit is called exophthalmos or something like that. It's a symptom called exophthalmos. So if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? She like a female version of Fire Marshal Bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No. Hold on, let me see. What else? They gotta have some. Oh man, why she doing this? Does anybody care what this crazy old broad thinks? This must have been during the trip when she was about to go to China. You see, she came with the entourage, all them damn chins. Oh shit, she came with the entourage. You know what I'm saying? All her interpreters. You know what I'm saying? She got 6 chins with her. You know what I'm saying? She one of them skinny motherfuckers with a chin, with double chins. Sometimes skinny motherfuckers be having a fat ass face. Now this is a classic one right here. That looks like that looks like she's double receiving. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Bill Clinton had her making faces like that, we all know now why she let the whole Monica Lewinsky thing slide. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Let me show you something. Oh, shit. She look like Leatherface's mask. Yeah, she does. Washington Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I'm saying? Washington Chainsaw Massacre. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we got 30 people watching. Shouts out to all 30 people, and thank you to all 30 people who are watching. If everybody helps your boy out and smashes that like button, we will be halfway to our goal, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? We will have 50 likes. So please make sure, if you guys have not, smash that like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, help your boy out by doing that. And remember, watch this stream all the way through to the end. It'll take you to the next one. All right. Shouts out to my man Tarek. What up with it, bro? Last month, former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson delivered a bombshell testimony that involved a description of a physical altercation between former President Donald Trump and his top security official. I'm kind of curious about this now. A physical altercation between Donald Trump and his top security official. Who do y'all think won that fight? Yeah, man. I mean, you know, you got your girl making faces like that. You basically you got free reign to do whatever the fuck you want. She ain't saying a motherfucking thing. I just love Bill. I bet you do. You know what I'm saying? I bet you do. The motherfucker was doing all kind of freak shit on paintings in Epstein Island with blue dresses and red bottom heels like Cardi B. I wonder if that's what Cardi B means, Cardi Bill, if that shit got anything to do with Bill Clinton. Because he had the red bottoms on first. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Democrats is weird. They got a history of being weird and degenerate. You know what I'm saying? That's the party of weirdos. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Hutchinson said in conversations with her, Secret Service official Tony Ornato described a livid Trump grabbing for the steering wheel from the back seat, wrestling with one of the bodyguards for control of the car, and ultimately grabbing the bodyguard's throat when he learned he was being driven back to the White House instead of the Capitol to join his supporters after his speech at the Ellipse. I don't know if I believe that. I'd like to see evidence of that. Turn this car around. Like, really? Turn the car around. No, I'm the president. I still have 5 minutes and 54 seconds of being the president, and you're the Secret Service, which means that you do what I tell you to do. Turn the car around, and you just start choking motherfuckers. I don't know though, man. Trump will walk up on you though. He walked up on that reporter. Remember that shit? What was his name? Acosta. He blew down on Acosta when they was at the White House. He said, "You know what? You do nothing but fake news." And then he came from behind the podium. I was like, "Oh shit." That ain't like how it is in Russia, though. You know what I'm saying? One of them journalists in Russia pissed Putin off. He gonna pull out a gun right into Kremlin and blow their brains out and be like, I guess no more question. The interview stopped abruptly. I guess no more question. So now here says Representative Elaine Luria, a Democrat from Virginia, a member of both the January 6th committee and the House Homeland Security Committee, described the Inspector General's letter as very concerning during an interview on MSNBC Thursday night. It's critical that we have all of the government records, including these types of records that document the events that day. My question is, why is that something that's not widely available? And did they not ever think that they would need records from Secret Service's phones? Yeah, with that face he always had, like with the little smirk to the side and shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess no more interview. They stop after 2 questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they stopped after 2 questions because you had one of your goons put a bullet in their head, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah. We plan to work with the Inspector General to get to the bottom of this and try to determine what the situation is with these records that have been requested by the committee for some time. I don't understand why this is such an issue. Who is the phone company that the White House uses? They use Metro PCS or some shit because of the budget cuts. I know inflation is at a 40-year high. Were they out here using Simple Mobile or some shit? Who were they using? Yeah, Putin is about that life. You know what I'm saying? Putin is definitely about that life. And then he would have went right from that to like the little whack ass graphics that they paid $2 for to talk about how they gonna bomb Florida and shit. These motherfuckers pulled out an Atari, you know what I'm saying? Some graphics from an Atari talking about we finna bomb y'all with the world's most advanced nuclear weapon. Like y'all don't even have 32-bit game systems. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even got no computer that can show like good graphics like Pixar. Y'all still got some shit that look like Super Mario Brothers dropping a bomb on Florida. Like, did y'all ever see that? Like you, bro, you gotta come with some better computer graphics than that if you expect me to believe you finna do all that shit you say you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker came with some TurboGrafx 16 shit talking about we finna drop a bomb on New York. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a black belt in Sambo too. You know what I'm saying? It's a Russian martial art form called Sambo. He got a black belt or the advanced training in that too. Shouts out to my man Emmanuel Carey. What's good, my man? Jay Bird in the building. What up with it? Did y'all ever see that whack ass N64 Star Fox looking graphics of them nuclear bombs he said he was gonna drop on Florida? Did y'all see that? If y'all saw that, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Did y'all see that? Let me know if y'all seen that or not. If y'all have not seen that, I'll show it to y'all real quick if y'all want to see it. Because that shit is garbage. Like these was literally the worst graphics ever. Like, bro, y'all rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, TurboGrafx 16, bro. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Be careful because these old niggas. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Hold on real quick, man. I'm finna show y'all this garbage. I'm finna show y'all this garbage. He triggered the hell out of people with that too. This little garbage ass video that he had. Hold on real quick. He said he got new weapons. You got new weapons, but you ain't get a new computer. You know what I'm saying? Bro got new weapons, but didn't get. Yeah, Neo Geo. This is worse than Neo Geo, bro. Loudmouth Trump had no smoke. Yeah, he didn't say nothing about this. And he dropped it right over Florida, bro, like right over Mar-a-Lago. Like basically, like I'm just so you know, like I'm gonna drop this over one of your properties. You know what I'm saying? Trump was like, yeah, I'll be there to I'll be there to visit. I'll be there to polish your balls next week. Like, seriously, bro? Like, come on now. I'm saying, like, come on, say something back. You know what I'm saying? Look, there you go, right there. What journalist? Look at this. Look. Oh, they must have got some new videos. Look at that lame ass shit. Like, really? The smoke ain't even coming out. Oh yeah, this some updated shit. That's bad, but that's some updated shit though. Hold on real quick. Cause this shit they had was garbage. Hold on real quick. Did y'all know that they just recently had like a nuclear warning recently? Like, I guess Putin was trolling again, talking about he was finna nuke New York and like everybody was scared. Did y'all hear about that? Look at this. Hold on.
So the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, says he isn't trying to ignite a new Cold War. But Putin is touting Russia's new invincible nuclear-powered missile that is capable of hitting anywhere in the world, according to him.
Look at that.
Putin showed a video as proof.
Look at this. Look at that garbage. Them is the missiles, bro. Now, if you ain't spending money on your computer system and you got like a 7 megabyte graphics card, come on, bro. You ain't spending money on no nukes like that. You ain't doing that shit like you claim you is, bro. You ain't doing that shit like you claim you is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You ain't doing shit like you say you is, bro.
Put a video as proof.
Really? That's your missiles, bro? Stop it. Everybody was scared too. He finna drop this what's the name of that game? Minecraft looking ass shit. Yeah, these some Sega Genesis graphics. Facts, Yoshi. Somebody told me that Chris Cuomo working for the fire department, or he applied to work at the fire department. I don't think they hired his ass though. Polygon graphics. Yeah, this is some old geometric looking shit. Graphics from I told you this was some old Star Fox looking shit. Seriously? Bro, you ain't got no nukes all like that. Like, stop it. Like, look, Putin about to get mad as hell. He finna hear about how I'm roasting his nukes. He gonna Amazon me some ricin. It's gonna be some ricin in my DoorDash tonight. Like, no, they like to use Novichok and shit. That's the name of that poison that they be poisoning motherfuckers with.
Russian missiles apparently raining down on Florida near the president's Mar-a-Lago estate. Our next guest is skeptical.
He put the missiles coming right down over Trump's estate, over Mar-a-Lago. Like, yeah, I'm finna use these old ass graphics and terrorize your ass. Like, somebody go plug this. This bullshit got an audio video cord and shit. What's good with it, Hobb? This shit don't even, like, whatever the fuck he used to make this shit, it don't even got no HDMI cord. This bullshit got a damn yellow, red, and white cables on the back of it and shit. Like, This shit look like it say Intel outside. You remember them Intel inside commercials? Din, 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 din. This shit got Intel outside. Like, bro, stop with your garbage ass computer. This shit couldn't even handle StreamYards. And he scared everybody with this shit too. He scared everybody. Oh Lord, have mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Gog and Magog and Revelations finna happen. Like, man, shut up. Revelations is not finna happen today. You know what I'm saying? Revelations is not finna happen today. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Putin ain't even got enough motherfucking he ain't even got enough memory in the computer to run the damn satellite. You know what I'm saying? Running that shit off a damn laptop that he bought from Walmart or some shit. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying, come on now. Oh shit. Shouts out to my man Kareem Yee. Did I say what's up to Kareem? And shouts out to Pirate. What up with it, Pirate? So this is that article too. And look, again, we got to take it back to what I always be saying. Pay very close attention to the police. Damn, bro, you look a lot like Patriot Front. You know what I'm saying? Look a lot like Patriot Front. Got the thing that you pull up over your face. Look out there in the Peyton Gendron-esque attire. Why do they look the same and wear the same outfit? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that fascinating? Why do they look the same and wear the same outfit? That's the question. Yeah, I agree. CNN, they did love Trump. Now they don't have anything to talk about. Now they starting to talk about Biden because of how much garbage Biden is. You know what I'm saying? Biden garbage in the motherfucker. So now they talking about Biden. You know what I'm saying? So check this out right here. Secret Service agents deleted text message sent and received around the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, even after the Inspector General requested them as part of an investigation into the insurrection, the government watchdog has found. Okay, so now, are they able to prove that the reason why the text messages were deleted is because there was a request made? Oh, yeah, they was clenching their pearls, bro. Oh, he finna hit that button. Putin just laughing and shit. Y'all remember them little Tiger LCD games? Old people remember that. If you old in the comment section, you remember them Tiger LCD games. This has some old Tiger LCD game ass graphics. You know what I'm saying? Who remember them Tiger LCD games? They had Double Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Double Dragon. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we got 24 live viewers. Shouts out to everybody. And we got 29 likes. If everybody smashes that like button, we'll have 53 likes. We can get there, guys. Smash that like button and get us to 100. All right. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit that bell. So now here it says the Department of Homeland Security Office of Inspector General, in a letter obtained by the Associated Press, said the messages between January 5th and January 6th were erased as part of a device replacement program. Now, how much truth do you guys think is in this? How much truth do you guys think is in this? Do you think that there are some texts that would be revealed? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had Double Dragon. They had Final Fight. They had Rad Racer, I think. So now I got a question for everybody. I have a stream scheduled about the European climate crisis. All right, because I don't know if anybody knows what's going on over there in Europe, but it's basically on fire. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can push that stream back and do a couple Crimecast streams, which will be very short, or I can do that one next. Which one would you guys like? You guys want Crimecast, or you guys want the European climate crisis? Let me know in the comment section which one y'all want. All right. So now here it says the erasure came after the watchdog office requested records of electronic communications between the agents as part of its probe into events surrounding the January 6th attack, the letter said. Additionally, Homeland Security personnel were told that they couldn't provide records to the Inspector General, and any such records would have to first be reviewed by DHS attorneys. So now my question is, why is that? They don't really go into too much detail about that. They do not go into too much detail about that. So Keith Weston says Crimecast. If you guys want some Crimecast and want me to push back BLR4, let me know. Okay. So now here it says this review led to a weeks-long delay in OIG obtaining records and created confusion over whether all records had been produced, states the letter, which was dated Wednesday and sent to leaders of the House and Senate Homeland Security committees. All right. So now my thing is, how come they never produced these letters? Like, where is this letter? And they should have embedded it into the article so we could check it out. That's what I'd like to know. Secret Service spokesman Anthony Guglielmi objected to the letter Thursday night, saying the insinuation, all right, that the Secret Service maliciously deleted text messages following a request is false. In fact, the Secret Service has been fully cooperating with the OIG in every respect, whether it be interviews, documents, emails, or texts. All right. So again, like, to me, I think that they should also show some proof that, or some evidence as to why they feel that the Secret Service may have done this maliciously. And they should also show the past patterns of how and when the device transfers took place. I mean, like, my question is, how do you just leave that off? How do you just leave that out? That's the question. So I'm going to just scroll down here and see if they showed a letter, and they don't. So now they say down here, Robert Engel, the agent who was driving the presidential SUV, and Trump security detail Tony Ontario are willing to testify under oath that no agent was assaulted and that Trump never lunged for the steering wheel. A person familiar with the matter told AP. The person would not discuss the matter publicly and spoke on condition of anonymity. All right. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm really shaken up by this phone thing. He said that the Secret Service had started to reset its mobile devices to factory settings in January of 2021 as part of a pre-planned 3-month system migration. I mean, shouldn't they be able to check and see the dates when this was set up, all of that stuff, like just basically backlog the entire transaction? Wouldn't that make sense? Why are they not backlogging the entire transaction? I mean, to me, that would make the most sense. So why not do it? You know what I mean? In that process, some data was lost. Can the public know who the phone company of the United States government is? This sounds like some stupid ass Sprint T-Mobile shit. We're changing to 5G, so all the messages is gone. Like, what? The Inspector General has first requested the electronic communications on February 26 after the migration was well underway. The Secret Service notified DHS OIG of the loss of certain phones' data, but confirmed to OIG that none of the text it was seeking had been lost in migration. I mean, again, we should just be able to look this stuff all up. We should just be able to look this stuff all up pretty easy, right? So now here it says the allegation that officials at the Inspector General's office were not given timely access to the material because of a review by Homeland Security. Attorneys had been raised by the Inspector General before and is also not true, he said. DHS has repeatedly and publicly debunked this allegation, including in response to OIG's last 2 semi-annual reports to Congress, Googly Me said. The agency said it provided a substantial number of emails and chat messages that included conversations and details related to January 6th, the Inspector General, and said text messages from the Capitol Police requesting assistance on January 6th were preserved and provided to the Inspector General's office. The erasure of the messages is to raise new questions for the House panel investigating the January 6th attack, which has taken a renewed interest in the Secret Service following the dramatic testimony of former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson about former President Donald Trump's actions the day of the insurrection. I almost want to go back and watch her testimony to see if it's accurate versus not. I almost want to go back and watch it. Might have to do that one of these days on Blacklight Revelations news, reviews, and reactions. I'm way behind on that channel, by the way. Hutchinson recalled being told about a confrontation between Trump and his Secret Service details. So look at this. Hutchinson recalled being told about a confrontation between Trump and the Secret Service detail as he angrily demanded to be driven to the Capitol, where his supporters would later reach the building. She also recalled overhearing Trump telling a security official to remove magnet meters for his rally on the ellipse, even though some of his supporters were armed. All right. That account, however, was quickly disputed by those agents, and we just read that. We just read that paragraph right there. All right, so now here they're talking about the erasure of the text messages was first reported by The Intercept. All right, so I don't know if you guys know, but The Intercept is a media outlet that is associated with the Washington Post, if I'm not mistaken. Just so everybody is aware. All right. So I might actually do a short video about the Intercept article. So I think it'd be, interesting to take a look at, to break down, to assess, you know what I'm saying? Some nice, good content for us to kick back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Once I get it together. So hopefully your boy will be able to get that done. All right. So let me know what you guys think. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Remember, we need a ton of comments in the comment section after the video. So help your boy out with that. Do you all think that this is relevant? Do you all think that they will find anything? Do you think that these text messages will magically, at some point, magically resurface? If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know why you don't. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't move a muscle. Make sure that you allow the stream to take you into the next stream window. When you get there, hit the bell icon twice, smash that like button, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right. Peace.